friends, for Writers Workshop today, as we get started, who can remind me what we practiced writing last week? What are we writing? Araya?
About a book.
We're writing about a book, but what about a book? What about a book?
Your favorite book.
Your favorite book, and it's my favorite. It's my what? We call that my. Remember, it's all about you, or it's all about me in this case. Something that you feel strongly about. What do we call that? What's that word? Carly, it's not a toy. I'll give you a hint. Your opinion, right? We've been writing about our own opinion. And what kind of writing have we been doing? Have we been writing stories? No, we've been writing what? Some way that you tell somebody something, right? Riley? Yeah, we've been writing about the book, but like, how have we been writing about the book? What did we write last week? I'll give you a hint. This one's mine. It says, Dear readers. What is this? It's a letter. Good. We have been working on writing letters about our opinion. And we have been choosing to write about some of our favorite books, right? This one is mine. This is the book that I chose. Mr. C, have you ever read Mercy Watson?
Yes, I have.
It is one of our favorite books.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one. So, friends, I see that you guys all have some of your favorite books in front of you. And I bet when you are thinking about books that you love, eyes up here, eyes up here, eyes up here. I'll wait. Let me see all your beautiful eyes. I bet when you're thinking about books that you love, it like makes you want to talk about those books, right? Like when I just asked Mr. C here if he had ever read this book, if he would have said no, I would have been like, oh my goodness, let me tell you all about this book. This is the silliest book about a pig named Mercy, and it gets me excited to talk about it just thinking about it, right? And did you guys know that that is great practice for your writing? It helps you when you're writing to talk about it. How do you think it helps you? Why do you think talking about your writing helps? How do you think that helps you? What do you think? Mila, how do you think it would help to talk about your writing? Why do you think that helps? Yeah, so you could tell other people about your opinion. That's true. How else do you think it helps? Alyssa, how do you think it helps to talk about your writing?
So other people can know about the book.
True. So you can share with other people maybe and get them excited to read the book too. But let's say you're like right in the middle of writing your letter, right? Like let's say I was only like, well, I kind of am. I'm about halfway done with writing my letter here. And I'm kind of running out of steam. I'm kind of running out of ideas.
Yeah.
So if I talk with a friend about my book, it might help me to remember some of my favorite parts of the book, right? It might help me to get some ideas. So sometimes, though, when we're talking about our books, we don't really have anything else to say, right? Like, have you ever been, like, in the middle of, like, talking about something and then you're like, yeah, that's kind of all the ideas that I had. And friends, we don't want that to happen today. What we want to do when we're talking about our books is we want that to lead to even more writing. So before we run out of steam, before we get too tired, Christian, I'm over here. Christian, I'm over here. Before we forget all about our ideas about what we wanted to write about, we want to stop and pick up our pencil and start writing, okay? So today, I'm not even going to have you get your writing folders out. I'm just going to have you talk about your books, and then I'm going to give you a letter page, and you're going to get right to work. Because today I want to teach you that writers will often rehearse for their writing with a partner by talking about the big ideas and saving the small ideas for your writing. So we're going to talk about the big ideas with our partner today, and we're going to save the smaller ideas so that we can put them in our letters, okay? So last week we wrote about, what did we write about? Our favorite, Sarah?
Book.
Our favorite book, but what about our favorite book? Christian?
We write it about how the stories are
I'm gonna stop you, bud. I'm gonna give you a hint, okay? I said, dear readers, do you love reading books about super funny characters? Kristen?
It's
What do we write about? Our favorite
things about the book.
Oh, I'll give you another hint. Well, then you will love Mercy Watson to the rescue. Mercy Watson is hilarious. She's a pink pig that lives in a house. She sleeps in her own bed, and her favorite food is buttered toast. She even lays on the couch and knows how to open doors with her mouth. What did I tell you about? My favorite... Chris?
Character.
My favorite character. Last week we wrote about our favorite characters. This week and today we are going to write about our favorite part of the book. But before we do that, we want to do a book talk with our partner, and we want to maximize our energy. Friends, give me your eyes up here. I know you guys are getting tired. I know we're getting close to the end of the day. But I need your eyes, okay? Let me show you what that could look like, okay? Let me show you what that could look like. I have my friend here. This is our husky. And I'm going to show you what my book talk might look like, okay? Like, obviously, you're going to be talking with, like, your human partner here on the carpet, but I'm going to, like, show you how I would talk about my book with my husky here, okay? You ready? Okay, so, Husky, I have been reading this book called Mercy Watson to the Rescue, right? And my favorite part is when Mercy is being chased through the front yard, and Baby is like, oh my goodness, and they're all scared, and she's like running super fast, and she's not scared because she thinks that like she's being chased, but like she's not like really, like it's not a game, but like she thinks it's a game. And then like I think that there's like some firefighters that they've called because like they thought that Baby saw a monster in her window, and then like some other things happened. Oh yeah, the firefighters like went to the house, and wait, what's that, Husky? What are you saying? Oh, you think it looks like I maybe should have stopped when I was done talking about my favorite part? Yeah, I think so too. Because like I was kind of like really excited, and then I kind of got sidetracked, and I couldn't really remember what part I wanted to write about anymore, right? Okay, so now that I've got my favorite part when she's being chased, Lorenzo, Harley. Now that I've got my favorite part, I should stop and write about that, right? Okay. Now I'm going to start my letter. So did you see how at first, friends, my energy was like way up here? Chris, sit on your pockets. Did you see how at first I was so excited to tell about the part when she was being chased?
Yeah.
And then I like was done talking about that part, and I couldn't really remember like what else I wanted to talk about. Okay. We're going to practice that here today, and we're just going to get started on our writing. But friends, what I really want you to work on today is stopping after you know what your favorite part is, okay? Tell those big ideas to your partner, and then we're going to stop. We have about 15 more minutes, 20 more minutes of work, and then we're going to get some snacks. Capiche? Okay, I know you guys are tired. We're getting to the end of our day. Virtual friends, try this with somebody at home. Try this with a sibling. Try it with a parent. Try it with a sibling. Try it with a parent. And then when you know what your favorite part is, I want you to stop and I want you to write about it. Friends, can't wait to see your work.